where the news comes first. You're watching News Channel 2 at 6.
Tonight, President Biden nominates a Utica native to serve as a federal judge.
Also tonight, state police released the name of the teenager killed in a car crash in Norway.
But first, racist vandalism on a fast food restaurant sign in New Hartford.
Now, the news with Kristen Copeland and Jason Palace.
New Hartford police are investigating the recent racist vandalism of a fast food restaurant sign.
No arrests yet, but police say there is surveillance footage. Here's what the sign on KFC looked like for more than a day. Letters rearranged to turn the word nuggets into a racial slur. This is the restaurant on Seneca Turnpike. Now, New Hartford's police chief tells us KFC reported the crime at about 12:30 yesterday afternoon. All letters on both sides were removed this morning. Officers are working to secure area surveillance video, and when they do, they say will release what they can to help identify any suspects, quote, responsible for completely reprehensible and disgusting acts. If you have any information that could help police, you're asked to give them a call at 315-733-6666.
We are following breaking news into the News Channel 2 newsroom out of the town of Whitestown.
The Oneida County Sheriff's Office has shut down a portion of Clark Mills Road. This is as close as we could get to the crash scene. It happened just after 3:30 this afternoon. And the Sheriff's Office is asking that you still avoid this area until further notice.
A 16-year-old from Coldbrook is dead after a car crash in the town of Norway. State police say Trinity Barnello lost control on a curve on Route 8 and went off the road. Her vehicle rolled, struck a tree, and caught fire. An autopsy will determine official cause of death. The crash happened at 7:30 last night.
A man being held on murder charges in New Jersey is now charged in connection to a November crash that killed a 22-year-old Utica woman. Howard Griswold was being chased by state police when he crashed on Route 233 in Whitestown. His passenger, Shana Riahu Shorb, was killed. We have the long list of charges Griswold is facing, including manslaughter, at WKTV.com. State police say he was speeding and under the influence of drugs. State police also say because he is in jail on unrelated charges in New Jersey, he was virtually arrested and arraigned.
A Utica man found guilty of attempted aggravated assault of a police officer was sentenced in Oneida County Court to 18 years in prison. During a foot chase in October, Robert Bradley started to place his finger on the trigger of a gun when a UPD investigator got his own finger behind the trigger to keep it from being depressed. This is a picture of that gun. Bradley was convicted on multiple charges in May.
An 18-year-old from Augusta is accused of subjecting a 12-year-old girl to inappropriate contact. Austin Williamson is charged with sexual abuse and endangering the welfare of a child, both misdemeanors. The Oneida County Child Advocacy Center has been investigating since April. They say the incident happened in New Hartford.
A Forestport man was sentenced to 15 years in federal prison for having child pornography. 54-year-old Henry Albright admitted he sent images and videos using social media and also received some on a flash drive. Federal officials say Albright had collected more than 2,500 files from 2021 to 2023.
A Lee Center man was arrested by Utica police accused of attacking someone outside Price Chopper in South Utica on July 20th. Ethan Adsit allegedly asked for money, and when the victim refused, Adsit struck him from behind with an unknown object. The victim needed several stitches.
President Biden has nominated Judge Anthony Brindisi to serve as a federal judge in Utica at the recommendation of U.S. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. 2 years ago, Judge David Hurd withdrew his application for senior status when a judge from the Albany area was nominated as his successor. Many local officials, including Judge Hurd and State Senator Joe Griffo, voiced concern that confirmation of that judge would have led to Utica's seat being moved to the Capital District.
And we had indicated that we had a lot of talented people there, and Judge Brindisi obviously is very credentialed, very talented, and I think will bring the right temperament to the bench. Having served with Anthony, I know that he has the ability and the capacity to, and he's currently sitting in a judicial role, to be a good federal judge. And I'm pleased that the court now can remain in Utica.
Judge Brindisi, a former congressman, has been on the New York State Court of Claims since 2022. We did reach out to him today for comment, but he could not be reached. The next step would be appearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee and then full Senate confirmation.
Let's get a look at your forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
We're tracking showers and a few rumbles of thunder moving across central New York this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. One shower just to the south of Utica, impacting areas like New Hartford. Moving into southern Herkimer County. This will move down the Mohawk Valley. It is a very humid day today. Our dew point is up to 73. Our current temperature 79. Again, feeling downright tropical out there, and the humidity is going to stay pretty high here. Those showers and storms do come to an end this evening. The humidity sticks around as we head into the next several days. We're also talking about some wildfire smoke that will return tomorrow. Doesn't look to be thick, but it could have a minor impact on air quality and also create a lot more humidity. This evening, storms end, temperatures in the upper 70s. Tonight, patchy fog develops. We're down into the mid 60s, a very muggy night. Hazy, hot, and humid tomorrow with a high temperature of 90. It does look dry. More showers and thunderstorms return as we head into the weekend. It is remaining hot and humid. Maybe a little bit of a break in the humidity as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Kristen, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Staying on the story of the tornado damage in Rome, Governor Hochul today announced millions of dollars in emergency assistance. Up to $4 million will be for Oneida County, including Rome, for demolition work, and up to $5 million will support low and moderate income homeowners in 7 counties, including Oneida, Madison, and Lewis. Eligible homeowners can apply for up to $50,000 for repair work. A $2 million Restore New York grant was also awarded to Rome to redevelop 233 West Dominic Street. That's the building with the mural that was destroyed. We've done a number of stories on homelessness in Herkimer, 2 recent ones involving stabbings in or near homeless encampments in the village. Now the village is trying to pass a law that would eliminate the encampments while they offer services for the people living in them. Tonight at 6:30, a public hearing on that law. Here's News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris.
After 2 stabbings at or near Herkimer homeless encampments, one in May, one earlier this month, the village of Herkimer had an intervention. On Monday, July 22nd, they went to one of the encampments along the West Canada Creek near the point with a bunch of service providers.
At least 10 tents, and again, like I said, about 16 people living there. Sleeping bags, anything you need for living was fire, clothing, clotheslines, everything.
They offered them services, left cards with information, and told them they had 24 hours to leave the area. Police had learned some disturbing information during the stabbing investigation.
After we debriefed several of the witnesses down there and people living there, they said the tensions were running pretty high among the homeless population down there, and we felt it was incumbent upon us to do something about it so that we didn't have another incident after those 2.
When officials returned to the encampment 24 hours later, they found some of the homeless people they had instructed to leave had left, but some remained.
And we spent the next 2 days cleaning up the village property.
Mayor Dana Sherry says it took 10 village employees and 1 volunteer 4 hours just to cart the left-behind items from the trails to Kings Road. A large bucket loader was used to fill a dump truck. Now, the village is trying to pass a law that would prohibit camping or sleeping on public property. There's a public hearing on it at a special village board meeting 6:30 at the Municipal Hall tonight. Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
Hey, thanks for streaming. News Channel 2 at 6 is on WKTV NBC.
Have a good night.